So for 4 bots that turn into birds, they've each got their own thing going on. And then Doubledealer over here is dealing with how his missile truck mode is bleeding over into his beast mode. When we look at his butt, it is clearly just his missile truck mode, you know, not even being concealed under a pseudo tail feather here. I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of like the look that's a cross between like a vehicle and an organic beast mode, because I feel it's done right on him. Now, if you guys will see where I've placed like the missile pods on both sides and how the gun is pretty much, you know, it's basically streamlining the look of his beast mode, because the instructions say stick them here, like where they're like sticking out like a sore thumb, and I was like, forget you. So this guy has a lot of ports that you can definitely continue the pattern that was started in Siege. And with Earthrise continuing that fabulous tradition, you guys know what it's all about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at him in his missile truck mode. Okay guys, you are looking at the back of Doubledealer's truck mode. So as you guys can see back here, there's these 2 ports, and that is where this piece that served as his beast mode tail, it just kind of plugs in there and just kind of sits on the back of the truck. Now I kind of feel it junks it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this. So basically you would remove it, flip it 180, and then let it kind of sit like this, where it's not only stabilizers, but also you can see it has the airlock thing, and we're going to set that off to the side. Now, in looking at his overall truck mode, unlike his beast mode, which had bleed over, all of the beast mode stuff is pretty much concealed inside or on the bottom, which allows this truck mode to look as fabulous as it does. But overall, I really dig his truck mode even more than beast mode, and because I don't have a lot of Transformers like this. You know, he's just a big, chunky, fun truck. Now, speaking of trucks, we're going to go ahead and compare him. Here he is with Siege Ultra Magnus. Now, obviously, he's not as big as Mag, but I just love seeing how these guys actually scale in comparison to one another. Now, if we compare him with Starscream over here, obviously Starscream being a jet makes him longer, but if we're just talking about sheer mass and size, then there really is no contest. Doubledealer wins that hands down. So you guys remember that prep work that we did? Well, that was most of the work. Basically, other than plugging it back in, all you have to do is raise the missile platform up. And then maybe like a third step if you wanted to attach other, you know, airlock systems to it. And you've pretty much got it right there. So it's nothing too fabulous, but here you can finally see what it looks like. Now, let's move on to robot mode. Okay guys, we've got some serious issues. Now, aesthetic design wise, it's perfect. Engineering wise, there's a couple of things. Like for instance, you look at his legs. Like, I don't know whether it's just my copy or, you know, a line-wide issue, but he's already got like that 35-year-old loose legs syndrome, and it's not terrible because he is he's stable enough to stand. I just kind of wish that they were not so loose. Now his arm is another issue, because if you wanted to hold his gun out like that, we've got issues here too. So literally, if you want to, you have to kind of lock the arm in like this as far back as possible for him to even to hold it out like that, or you know, He-Man it up. I like how the stabilizers kind of make it look like he has a jetpack, which means, you know, he could like fly off and like, you know, just be destroying fools. Now, if you guys have seen, he actually has a Decepticon symbol here and an Autobot symbol here. Now, you can actually make both shoulders match up depending upon which side you want to use them, because Doubledealer, like his name would suggest, is a guy that works for both sides. That's why he is a little bit cool of a figure, is because he can be whatever you want him to be. So as the last part of this video, we're taking a little bit of size comparison here with him up against Starscream and Ultra Magnus again. And I really like how everything looks together. That's kind of a cool setup. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Doubledealer. And until next time, guys, we will see you in another review.